It's me, Robr0 Gaming, back for the next installment in the Breath of the Wild series. And when I'm recording this, the video just came out the day of this recording. So by the time I upload this, it'll probably be a week or so later. Though if I can edit this quickly, maybe it'll come out tomorrow, which would be Sunday, just January 26th from my count. But probably it'll come out next week, which would be like February 1st or something. But we'll see. So anyways, in the last video there was a storage problem when I was recording it, which caused it so that the end didn't record properly, which means that the last part of it didn't actually get recorded, which was not actually very fun for me, since there was actually like a good 5 minutes of footage after where it decided to cut off. But I found a memory drive with a lot more memory, so hopefully it won't just cut out randomly this time. So yeah, we're back in Breath of the Wild, and this time I'm going to be going to the Hateno Tower, since that's one of the main things to do. And yeah, there's locked mementos, which is up at the place that's where you can see the smoke up in the center of there. I'll point to it. Right there. Yeah, right up there. That's where we need to be going soon. But I don't want to go there yet, because right now we're going on basically no map data, and it's a lot more fun to be playing while you're knowing where you're going. So yeah, I'm going to be heading over to Hateno Tower on my horse, and hopefully I'll be able to put a lot more of these style videos out, so you guys can determine what flavor you want of video, I guess. Since for a long time I was just posting Robr0 and Plants vs. Zombies videos, and that was for my convenience, since that was a hard time for me at school, since I do still go to school. Not all YouTubers drop out of school, but it's like, so yeah, because there was a lot of work at school, I had to find an easy thing I could post without too much difficulty. So I decided I'd post some Robr0 videos and like Plants vs. Zombies videos, since those are easy to record. Though I understand that my voice definitely adds to things, because like 90% of the time there's like nothing interesting except my voice. Did I take a wrong turn? Yeah, you see, this is why it's difficult, because you have no idea where the pads are. Really all you can do is just run and hope. Hey, it's a guy. Hey, name's Telly. I'm a bit of a treasure hunter. Question for you. Do you have any interesting guardian remains? Sure, what do you got? So now he's gonna give me stuff on sale, and also giving me something more precious, which is a special thing that they do, where if it's raining out, they give you special deals, as well as giving you stuff on sale. So it's always good to talk to these travelers when it's raining. But I don't really need any of this stuff, so maybe I'll sell something. I'll sell these embers. Yeah, I'll take them. I'll sell you these opals. Yeah, I do want to sell them all. Telly, I think it's called. Telly. And then I'll sell you these rubies as well. Because I know there's some things where later on in the game, it's important to have these gemstones. But really all that's important for them now is that they're worth something. Just so I can sell them. So it's like, it's a lot easier for me to just sell them than to figure out how to use them easily. I don't want to sell any of these other stuff though, since none of this stuff's really worth that much. Except for the honey. The honey is actually worth significantly more than everything else of its type, because the only way to get the honey is to, like, get stung by bees. Okay, I'll be seeing you, Telly. And now it's time for me to find my way up to the tower. I would put a pin in it, but since I really don't know where I'm going, it'd be better if I just try to route it myself. Hey look, it's a rock bridge. Convenient how there's just a single slab of rock that goes over. Like there could have literally been anything else. But it just happens at this one moment that that's what there is. There's a lot of rain here. Ooh, what's this guy? It's a moblin! Hey, big buddy. Sorry I woke you up, but I don't really care. What I care about is the big prize up there. Sorry, Horsey, I'm going to be dropping you off. Don't want to alert everyone. See you soon, Horsey. Right, it's raining. I should probably just wait it out. And usually you can just build a campfire to pass the time, but it's raining. And of course, you can't build a campfire while it's raining. So I could just try to go around, or I could try to just wait until the rain passes. I think I'm just gonna leave my horse here, because at other stables I can pick him up. So be careful of this guy. And by careful of him, I mean I'm going to take out a bomb, throw it right at him. Hide behind this rock, and then one thing leads to another, and darn it. It didn't hit him. So yeah, he's doing his rounds, trying to find me. But of course, I am the master of sneakiness, since I'm hiding behind this tiny rock ledge. So he doesn't notice me until I'm just like, screw it. Whee! Ow. Worth it. Die. I mean, expire. Too late. Okay, it looks like the rain's almost passed because there's a little rain gauge at the bottom. There is actually a mode in the settings that gets rid of like all the excess data except for the like hearts. So it's like, you know how dead you are, but literally everything else is turned off. And that's better to get more views, since right now the bottom corner is like completely covered, and kind of the top corner is as well. But if you do that, then it's kind of hard to know where most things are, and like, you don't know what your mini-map is, and of course that lives with the benefit that you don't really need the towers, since no mini-map equals no need unless you go into the minus sign menu. See, that's interesting. The edge of the old map is right here, and the new tower is like right here, so it's just barely off of the other tower. Anyways, it looks like the rain's gonna stop really soon, so I'm just gonna get these resources first, since these are mineral deposits, useful to have. Do I have a sledgehammer? Since those are, yeah, I do. Sledgehammers are better for this type of stuff. You could use bombs, but it sometimes flings the loot like really far away. And it's usually good not to purposefully throw away your items. You can see Hateno village out in the distance there. It's kind of cute how we came so far. This world is gigantic. There's so much empty space, and you can see the volcano as well. There's a bunch of red and orange glow over there. It's kind of creepy. But hey, the rain's stopping, which means I can begin my climb. I'll see you soon, Coco. There's actually a bug in this game where any surface which isn't perfectly vertical, you can click the, I think it's usually the other key, but for me it's the X key, where you can run up the ramp without affecting anything too much. So you see, it's like right up here. Hateno Tower, we found it. But because there's all these prickles and stuff, you could try to get up through the prickles, or you could do the big brain strategy of lighting the prickles on fire. I said lighting the prickles on fire. I guess it doesn't want to be lit on fire. So I'll light it on fire anyways. Because I don't care what it wants me to do or not do. I'm going to... And now, light on fire! I said fire! Okay then. I guess fire's out of the question. Though I do have a torch. That's an idea. I probably shouldn't be using my wood like this since I'm going to need it for the other quest, the Holly and Homer. So yeah, that part kind of cut out of the last video. So I got the Highlight and Homer request, and basically what I need to do for that is I need to do some, I need to get some like wood bundles, and then need to get him a bunch of money. So I'm gonna put some wood, light that wood on fire, and now I'm gonna pull out my torch. Because while the flame ability just creates fire, the torch is just fire in and of itself. So if I hold it here long enough, there we go. And watch as the entire thing burns. Oh, it's beautiful. And it also provides an updraft, which means that I can fly. Ouch. I pressed the button just in time. Just a second later and I'd be dead. But is it even worth it? I'll say yes. Perfect. See, I survived. Take that, giant tower. You cannot kill me that easily. So now I need to try to get up here without running out of stamina, which might serve to be more difficult than you might think. You know, what's interesting is that all of these towers have different pillar layouts, like these pillars on the side. Some of them have like 2 pillars, some of them have a staircase it's like a spiral staircase of pillars, some of them have them equidistantly scattered. Some of them have them in tiers. It's really interesting. And it's really interesting to think about this game from the perspective of someone who's not the main character. It's like, what are all the townspeople thinking? All of these shrines that have been dead for thousands of years just all of a sudden start glowing. And then all these towers which have just been dormant, or the towers weren't even out of the ground yet. They're like buried deep underground. All of a sudden, they all resurface. It's a perfect gap here. It's kind of annoying how these higher up spikes didn't get completely burnt. But hey, at least I can get through to the top. I'm gonna take a little break here on this pillar. Yeah, there's no way to get through anywhere else. Time to thread the needle. Don't get too close to the spikes. Don't get too close. A little further. I would lunge, but I kinda don't want to waste my stamina. There we go. Well, I made it. So, we got this. Time to get this map data. Chica Tower activated. That was interesting. Scanning area. I still don't get how pouring water on an electronic device gives it information, but this is the future. Regional map extracted. So yeah, now we actually know where we're going and what to expect. And just looking at the path, I can see that I kind of followed the correct course, which is interesting. Anyways, we could probably just fly all the way to Hateno right now, but our horse is waiting for us down there. You know what? I'm gonna go just fly all the way there. Because even if we do have to walk back, it still is lots of fun to just explore all the small stuff. Say, there's a side path here. Didn't notice that before. You see all the stuff you notice when you have a map? Come on. Made it. Whew. Alrighty. Hateno village is just over this rock. Come on. Yeah, Coco's too far away. Oh well, Coco. I'll come back for you eventually. And by eventually, I mean probably never. But hey, next time we visit a stable, I can just have the stable people bring them back for free. Because somehow labor is worthless these days. This is interesting. It kinda looks like a path, even though it's not on the map. You see, I've actually looked through it a little while, and it turns out like with these map style things, there's actually 3 kinds of paths. There's the well, there's three kinds of land, really. There's the marked paths and the walkable paths. There's the unmarked paths, you get the walkable paths. And then there's just the, like, normal land. Because, like, there's a lot of paths in this game where horses are supposed to default to following paths, right? Like, that's in the game. So it's like, in this version of the game, a horse will follow this path, but this path isn't on the map, which means it's not an actual path. I'm gonna heal up just in case. So it's like, that makes this path like both a path and not a path at the same time. Is this path gonna go any further? I mean, I can see on the map there's what looks like a broken heart pool, which is neat, I guess. Though, I wonder if it's worth going all the way up there just to see a pool for, I don't know, losing loved ones. I don't know. Is this like a natural lake that's just two halves of a broken heart? Or would there be like, did someone like dig this out or something? Or it's like, it just kind of seems unnatural. And if there's a broken heart in this world, is there like a full heart that we could look for? Probably. Because it'd make no sense if we had a broken one and not a full one. Unless there's like sad people. Ooh, fairies! I must catch the fairies. You see, these fairies are good to have because the fairies, fairy! Yeah, it'll fly from your pouch and heal all your wounds the moment you lose your last heart. It's easily mistaken for a firefly, but glows in the daylight as well as night. So yeah, the idea of these fairies is that, they're basically like extra lives. So right when you're about to die, or right when you're about to lose all of your hearts, then it'll automatically use itself up to save your life. And of course you can use them manually as well, like by going into your like armor box or the item box and using one, but they're really what they're supposed to be used for is like when you're about to die. They're like extra lives. You're here to meet your soulmate too? Huh? Hey, don't be shy, we're for the same reason. Why else would anyone come all the way out here? To be honest, I've been waiting for a pretty long time, well, no one's shown up here. I thought this was the sweetheart spot I was talking about, maybe I'm in the wrong place. Yeah, Mimos, I'm pretty sure a sweetheart pond wouldn't be a broken heart. I'm pretty sure that's not what love is about. Love is usually about like full hearts. But hey, maybe there's someplace like on the other half of this world where there is a full heart, where there's two people trying to fall in love with each other. Who knows? So like this paraglider is kind of overpowered and it's also scientifically impossible at the same time. Because as you can see right here, it's like I can put it away and then pull it out. Literally, you see that? There's like a single frame where I had the paraglider at. And I took no fall damage. But if I were to do that same thing without taking out the paraglider... Oh. Never mind. This is a Korok puzzle. There's like 7 different variants of Korok puzzle. This one's just the flower chaser. Where every time you destroy one flower, a new one appears. And you have to follow it until the flower's petals turn from yellow to white. And then when you get the white flower, then a Korok appears. There you go. And then this is probably the last one. Or maybe not. Maybe a few more. Is this the last one? Seriously? Is this just going to give me like an alternate way to get to the top of this pond? I already went up here, dude. I don't want to go all the way back up here. There's Korok. Finally. This is the white flower. Wahaha, you found me. Korok seed. Blah blah. Okay. Okay, silly Korok. Time to continue with my mission. That's weird. There's a blue thing. Go to shiny object or continue with mission. Shiny object, mission. Shiny object. You know you've got your priorities in order when you'd rather see something shiny than do what you're supposed to do. But hey, this game is like 90% side quests. Like, if you just only do the main quest you presented, literally half the game is the Great Plateau, and the other half is just going straight to the end and beating it. So it's like the fastest speedrun of this game, despite the fact that it has like more than 90 hours of playtime, according to some sources. You can beat this game in 4 minutes flat, if you try hard enough. Well, actually, it's not 4 minutes, like 30 minutes. I got 4 minutes from this speedrun video. But it's actually 30 minutes, like the best run or something. But still. Literally my first 2 videos alone were 30 minutes. And I didn't even get very far on those 2. It's cool, it's blue fire. And I can put it in these things. So yeah, there's actually 2 ways you can do this. You can go around the entire town lighting the blue flames for everyone. Or you can do it the cheap way and just go yeet! Easy. So yeah, that's a puzzle that she's going to ask you about later on. Where, basically the entire puzzle is that, you have to try to get the flame to her house. And the lamps are there because, as you can see in the mini-map, with like the weather, it's going to rain soon. And when it rains, you can't carry the flame. So they always have these little flame pots, so that way, if you fail to carry it, and then the fire goes out, you don't have to go all the way back. But I'm just saying, flame pot every 5 feet seems a little bit excessive. But hey, that's just an idea. A game idea. Why did I do that? So yeah, an annoying thing is that when you sprint with a weapon out, the weapon gets put away. Which usually makes sense, but when you're using a torch, it's not really for weapon purposes, it's for fire purposes. And it's kind of annoying that when you try to get someplace faster while you're holding a torch, it gets put away. So I guess it's a little more realistic, because you're not going to be burning someone. Let's see. I want to talk to these guys, because the fire pot's right there. Is there really a girl there? Safaro, have you seen the girl? The girl? She won't come out. Okay then. Why? That's an interesting detail. Apparently there's a girl inside of the place I need to go. Got more clues today, but they're secret, and now it's bedtime. I'm going to sleep. Okay, so I got them right before their bedtime. Perfect. So yeah, it's 8 p.m. in-game time, because the in-game timer goes like 5 minutes every 10 seconds or something. Or 5 minutes every 5 seconds even. So it's like 60 times faster than real time. How do I keep sprinting? I'm silly. That's fine. See, this is why it's better not to do it on horse. There's lots of signs here, but I can't read the signs without putting away my torch. I could technically throw the torch on the ground, and then read the sign and pick it back up. But I just want to get this over with. So basically all these signs are saying, you know, sure, I'll do it. Just this once. Hateno Ancient Tech Lab, no soliciting. So yeah, now it's skeleton time because it's after 9. And now this one says, Hateno Ancient Tech Lab, mind the lanterns. So yeah, these are lanterns. I don't know why they call them fire pots. I mean, technically they are fire pots, but lanterns sounds better. Hateno Ancient Tech Lab, enter at your own risk. Okay. So there's a lot of signs telling you basically not to enter. I'm gonna put this thing in here. Take my fire, I worked so hard for it. Hateno Ancient Tech Lab is now set as a travel gate. I don't know why I read this in a robotic voice, but it just sounds like update map objective. The blue flame here. So yeah, I kind of cheated by doing this before talking to her, but still. Hateno Ancient Tech Lab. If the flame is blue, the furnace is hot. Do not touch. Yeah, of course. I'm not gonna stick my hand in this thing. Hello there.
What? Linky, is that really you? Snappity snap. No. It's not the time for this. The guy at Stone is suddenly working again, and now Linky has arrived.
Say, Linky, did you by chance happen to light the blue flame? Yeah, that's true, but you figured out to do it without being told? You must have come out of the slumber of restoration in good shape. Oh yes, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm the Hateno Ancient Tech Lab's distinguished director, Pura! Snappity snap! Oh yes, it seems I spilled the beans by myself about my role as the true director of this place. My apologies, Linky. It seems you have yet to fully grasp the specifics of the situation at hand. I'll just speak bluntly, how about? You were instructed by Impa to come here to get your Sheikah slate repaired, correct? Precisely.
Called it! And we'll get to that, but first I have some questions. Anyway, Linky, do you remember any dreams from your time at the slumber of restoration? You don't look like you've changed a bit in the last 100 years, but something must have happened in all that time. No matter, I'm just happy you're still in one piece. Linky, what's that look? You still remember me, right?
What if I tell her I remember? I mean, yeah, I technically played this game before, but the entire point is that you're not supposed to remember anyone. Sure, I remember. I heard the hesitation in your voice, even though 100 years ago I took you to the Shrine of Resurrection. Even though I was the one who put you safely in the slumber restoration. Despite all that, you still don't remember me? As expected. After 100 years, subject has lost all memories. Noted.
Oh, sorry. I have a bad habit of taking notes rather abruptly like that. It's a charming quirk, isn't it? Anywho, do you have any questions for me?
This is the only option. Aren't you a child?
How very rude! Or perhaps it's not rude at all. I suppose it's actually a rather logical conclusion to jump to. The truth is, I look this way because of a failed experiment. Well, I say failed, but in some ways it was a success. I documented the full affair in my diary upstairs, but the whole thing's embarrassing, so I insist you refrain from reading it. Anyway, enough about that. Back to the topic at hand. Well then, let's go ahead and restore those Sheikah slate runes for you. Give me a nice snap. Go on, no time to be shy.
So I have to say snap.
Nah.
Oh, really? As a post-silver restoration subject has a tendency to give uncomfortable responses to questions. Noted. Well, if you change your mind, Wait, so she literally won't do it unless I say snap? Like, can I walk up to do it myself? No? I have to. I'm forced to talk to her about it. Snap! Hey, here it comes. Well then, let's go ahead and restore those runes for you. Snap? That was pretty weak, but that's okay. Okay then, Sheikah repair underway. Guidance stone lock removed. Now let's do this thing.
Nice. Chica Slate authenticated. Camera, Hyrule Compendium, and album missing files confirmed. Starting repair. The final rune. Camera. Instantly render a visible image into a picture. A rune has been added. Ooh, a bunch of photos that I didn't take. And a bunch of missing slots. Okay then. Repair complete. I guess I get my thing back. And it's done. So, is it all fixed up now? Let's see here. Which one is it? Camera, Hyrule Compendium, album. Yep, looks good. So I know this is sudden, but hear me out. What, you're gonna propose to me? Take a picture via the camera and don't forget to let me see it. Okay then. She wants me to take a picture of her. But this video is kind of getting long, so I'll save that for next time. What will happen after I take a picture of her? Will she, like, give me a million rupees or something? Will she give me a really rare item or some sort of special guardian tool or something? You'll find out in the next video, because this one has already gone on for far too long. And maybe the next video will be tomorrow, maybe the next video will be next week. And with this new setup, it'll hopefully never be a month between uploads again. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time in the next video. And so yeah, peace out everybody.